Hey y'all, Target's finally got all their stuff out, and it looks like they have a ton of outside decor, like a lot of different skeleton stuff, and tombstones, and pumpkins. They did have one thing that was unique that I haven't seen before with their little hanging skeletons. They had like a skeleton with a pumpkin head. That'll come up here in just a second. There he is. Other than that, they had some of their outdoor stuff, like the lighting as well, and they had some cute wreaths. They had a little bit of fall stuff out, um, but none of their decorations were too spooky. If you are having like a Halloween party though, they have a ton of Halloween party stuff. Like they have little serving trays, and they have goodie bags if y'all stuff goodie bags, which we used to do. We had a lot of trick or treaters where you put like pencils and like the little fake vampire teeth and all that. They had a lot of that stuff. They also had some of the signs, like this trick or treat one that have been around for a while. People put usually on their porches. And for the little pumpkin thing that's coming up towards the end, they have kind of like Mr. Potato Head, like plastic things that you put in there. And then that little tray, for those of you who do the tray, I see that a lot on the Frugal Farmhouse Facebook page. But for those of you who do the trays, that would be kind of cool with maybe some little tombstones. And they had a lot of these little picks that go in graveyards. They also had some blow ups, but the only blow up that they had that was out and assembled to where you could see it was the first one at the very beginning of the video. But they also had like a blow up pumpkin man, that guy right there. And they had like a spider in a box from just a minute ago. They also had some of their costumes out, but the costumes are pretty much your typical costumes you have like every year. A lot of the Marvel comics, and then the women usually have like a goddess lady and a witch and a vampire lady, and all the kids stuff was typical cartoons. I did like the flowers they had, and those weren't too bad. I think they were like $15, which at Michael's, the stems for those are $10 each, like the ones that I just showed a minute ago with the eyeball. So that's a pretty decent deal if you like those. They did have some of their little bird guys out too, and they had a ton of stuff you could play with. So this is kind of where that starts. So you have this mirror here. The little skeleton guy that's inside moves around. You have this little wheel that you spin. And then they have like all these little things light up, like the eyes light up in them. And then this guy was really cool. It's a pumpkin, and it says trick or treat, and it like raises its head up, but inside it's a skeleton guy. And it raises its head up, like the top half of the pumpkin head, like 3 or 4 times while it's saying it. This one's a door knocker. The dragon, its eyes light up, and then it knocks. The telephone rings and has like spooky voices on it. The cat is kind of annoying. Its eyes light up, and then it makes like noises and moves its head around for like 5 minutes. All these little guys light up, and then they have things that look like snow globes, and those have little scenes in them too. They've got the lanterns, more wreaths. They have the eyeball doorbell, which is kind of like how Grandin Roads is. They got this little guy, and they go round and round. They look like they're going to start a mosh pit, the little skeleton guys. And then a lot of their little tabletop decorations were traditional orange and black. So if you use different colors, there's not too much that you're going to find here that's going to match with your decor, unless you do traditional orange and black things, or if you're just going there to get like the outside stuff. Here's some more of the orange and black traditional. And then they also had those lights that you can light on your house or your garage. And obviously, because they're so close, you can just see just what they're going to look like, but obviously it's bigger the further you get away. So you had a pumpkin of this, they had the welcome march, they had a cat head, and they also had these little guys on the seesaw there, those two skeletons. And the two skeletons on the seesaw, they go up and down, and I believe it also had noise. If I remember correctly, it sounds like kids laughing as they're going up and down the seesaw, so that one actually moves. These things were really creative too. So if you have little kids, they had a few of these where you put them on the side of a wagon, like when you're pulling them around to go trick or treating. But they didn't this year have anything for trunk or treat. So sometimes in the past, Targets had this stuff where you can put on your car, but they didn't have that this time. Here's some more of the stuff you can fill with bags. They had like glasses, the little cat ear headbands. They have traditional pumpkins for collecting candy and all that. They also had a ton of the kitchen towels. They had a few mugs, like they have Yoda mugs and Jack Skellington mugs, pretty much like everyone else has. And they had some things that you stick on the wall, like those removable sticky things. If you want to make a cool scene or you're someone that has like a staircase, that would be nice, or over a mantle. And then a lot of the old crepe paper decorations. And they did have Creepy Cloth. Creepy Cloth hasn't been at Michael's for a little while, but they had it at Target in bigger pieces. It was like $5 for the Creepy Cloth. And in just a minute, it's going to get to where they have all the stuff for pumpkins, which I said is kind of like Mr. Potato Head. So you've got the Cinderella, so you could turn your pumpkin into a coach. They have this little T-Rex one. They have Batman, and then they have Jack Skellington and Sally. And the last one is the one from Hocus Pocus, Winifred. That one was kind of weird because it just has a little teeny head, and then you're supposed to, I guess, put it on a purple pumpkin. That it kind of seemed like a stretch to me. I think they should have just done Winifred's face. But like I say, traditional stuff. If you're doing a Halloween party, they also have games there. So you'll see those coming up in a minute, like little games you could play, like toss and just other little stuff like that for kiddie party. But that's pretty much it. So traditional party stuff and some outside decor, and that's pretty much all for Target. I'll see y'all in the next one.